你不是怎么那么老啊？
我都80了。
She's over 80.
Wow, really?
那你有2个小孩了吧？
How many kids do you have?
No,
她
none.
没有小孩。
No.
你们要小孩的？
没有小孩。
应该要了。
She's saying you have to have kids.
The night is young.
她说还有时间，今天还有时间。
Extraordinary to think that this lady has lived in this one room for more than 60 years. She was here even before Chairman Mao came to power, and her life seems untouched by the turbulent changes in her country.
Come on in.
Extraordinary too for me, a fellow Westerner, to think of Mike living in such basic conditions.
So this is my place. This is my kitchen. Please come in.
Thank you. You've got 2 rooms, basically.
Yeah. So this is my bedroom.
For most people living in the West, this would be considered poor living conditions. I don't wish to be rude.
No, it is. It is. Let us see where you live. No, but it is. It is poor living conditions. And
So why on earth does Mike want to live here?
I wanted to see a part of Beijing that is disappearing. I didn't want to be one of those people that said, oh, old Beijing is going away and we have to do something to help those people and not have ever lived in it or experienced it.
For the first time since arriving in China, I feel I'm beginning to understand a little of their culture.
Thank you for showing me a part of Beijing that I wouldn't have seen if I just come here as a tourist.
Well, let's hope that if you come back for the Olympics, it'll still be here.
I hope so. Good to see you. See you again. Cheers.
Bye.
Goodbye.
At last, I feel I may have glimpsed beneath the skin of this place. How tragic it is that Beijing is destroying these old communities, the very beating heart of the city, and becoming a sterile, deserted collection of steel, concrete and glass. We have a flight booked out of Beijing very early tomorrow morning, so Emma has suggested we stay tonight at a hotel close to the airport. A hotel she thinks I might find interesting. And she's right.
Is this our destination over here? This is where we're going. Well, I didn't know we were staying with Louis XVII.
Hotel Chateau Lafite is jaw-droppingly bizarre.
Certainly, looking at that, you wouldn't
think you're in China.
You wouldn't think you're in China at all, would you?
No.
The hotel was built in 2004 and is based on a 17th century French chateau called Maisons Lafite.
World's most expensive washing line just over there.
It feels more Disney or Vegas than Beijing, but it was built for the modest sum of $50 million by a prominent Communist Party member, Mr. Zhang.
So what do Chinese people think of this?
A lot of actually very rich Chinese people, they don't have a lot of taste.
Yes.
So I think they probably love it.
Yes.
I was keen to meet the man behind this extraordinary venture.
Yes, I can't help feeling I'm a little bit underdressed for this, I think, somehow.
But sadly, Mr. Zhang had been unavoidably detained. He had, however, arranged for me to be upgraded to one of the hotel's premier suites.
OK. Thank you.
Very lucky number.
666?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not considered lucky back in Britain. Thank you. It's considered the mark of the devil.
Maybe it's just that the hotel is a little intimidating for your average Chinese traveller. But as I make the long march to my room, it's clear that business isn't exactly booming.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Which way are we going? Is it...
I think it's upstairs.
Upstairs? Haven't they got an authentic 17th century lift that can get us to the top of the...
Yeah.
I can see I'm going to be tempted to slide down these tonight.
Several kilometres later, and we had to admit that we were lost.
Maybe this is your room.
Do you think so? Is this 666?
Yeah, maybe.
So I just sort of settled down in the corner over here.
The chateau is built on nearly 1,000 acres of land, which used to be home to 800 farmers. But as a senior party member, Mr. Zhang used his influence to gain permission both for his hotel and a further 1,000 luxury homes yet to be built in its pseudo-French shadow. But it's not all bad news for the displaced farmers. The more able-bodied can earn up to $2 a day for maintaining the grounds. A reasonable manual wage in today's China. Back in the chateau, meanwhile, I had finally tracked down my room.
Oh, there you are. Come in. Welcome to my palace. Everything here is of a massive scale. You've got a massive television, a massive painting. This light here is not natural daylight. That's artificial light that we've got going through here.
But this is just my entertaining area. The bedroom is several stories above.
I've left my suitcase down here because basically this is a long way up, and as I'm only going to be here for a few hours, there's really no point in getting a hernia coming up these stairs. So if you look around, you'll see bits and pieces where it's not quite finished. There's a sort of bit of wood sticking out there, and various sort of... Now this is where it suddenly gets much smaller, because I mean, it's all MDF stuff, isn't it? There are oxygen cylinders available. This is the main bedroom, as you can see, and massive, huge ceiling. It's like a big, sort of glamorous warehouse. Hello! That's how you get room service, apparently. Now, what could possibly be in here, do you think? Let's have a look. It leads to another little room, and then we go into this little room here. There's a cupboard. But what this bit here is, I don't know, but this back bit's the cupboard. Ideally, there should be another door behind that, another door behind that, another door behind that. And eventually you find Narnia. Even a bit up here as well. It reminds me of the house in Citizen Kane, Xanadu. When a man has too much money, he builds something like this. It doesn't have any sort of heart or soul to it. It's just absolutely horrendous.
Later that evening, and I'd settled down to a nice glass of French red wine and a cosy dinner à deux with Emma.
Cheers.
Cheers.
When who should finally appear but the elusive Mr. Zhang.
Oh, ni hao.
Mr. Zhang Yucheng, the owner of the chateau.
Ah, you are the owner?
Yeah, 这是 Paul.
So what do you say to a man who's just wasted $50 million?
You must be very, very proud of your achievement.
是，我觉得能够把欧洲的文化引到中国来，让这个很多没有去过欧洲的人看到欧洲文化，是我的一个愿望。
So basically, I'm very proud because I can actually bring the European culture to China. For those people who haven't been to outside of China to see the European culture, I feel very proud.
Oh, well, congratulations, many congratulations.
Well, I could have chatted with Mr. Zhang all night, but luckily I didn't have to. And after my gastronomic meal and a bottle of red wine, I was looking forward to a good night's sleep in my cosy little mausoleum. But in the early hours, I was awakened by a rather ghastly noise which seemed to be coming from somewhere beneath my room.
What the hell's going on in here? What is this? Who's in charge? Can you turn the sound down? Just turn the sound down. Just turn the sound down. Right, but I just need to turn the sound down.
Not only would they not turn it down, they were determined to persuade me to join in. But if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's karaoke.
No! Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch. I need your love. I need your
I've arrived in Henan province, an area roughly twice the size of Scotland but home to around 100